What is up, guys? I am back here with another video. I am Parable of the Sower Fan 444, and this is my second ever video. I would just like to thank everyone for their support they gave me on the first video. I got a total of 0 likes, 0 comments, and 0 subscribers from that. Actually, I gained 1 subscriber, so we're making some good progress on this new YouTube channel. This is the best channel out there. You should like and subscribe before we get into the video. So, one of my favorite books, nay, my favorite book of all time, is Parable of the Sower, and there are 4 key themes in that book. The first one is acceptance of change, and that is my least favorite theme. And we will be going over all 4 themes today in order of most important to the story and least important to the story. So, going over number 4, the theme of acceptance of change. Now, this theme is, I agree, very prevalent in the book. Uh, many times, many times, characters need to learn to accept change. This quote exists. This theme exists because people who travel with with Lauren across her journeys. Like her childhood friend, Joanne Garfield, cannot accept this change. They don't. People who have been sheltered their whole life, like Joanne Garfield, cannot accept the fact that the world is how it is. The walls made their life quite safe, but going outside the walls, it is a disaster, a mess of pyro and flames and trouble and just general devastation across the land. So, the theme of acceptance of change is important because people like Lauren know that she has also been living in this sheltered world her whole entire life, but she exits the walls. She learns the truth about the world. She has known the truth about the world, and she has come to realize how terrible the world really is and how she needs to incite a change, and she accepts how the world has become, but she learns to adapt and overcome. She she always realized that the world is not perfect and was very far from perfect. She embodies change, and she and her Earthseed followers create change in society. So this is a great theme, but not the best one, since there are many greater elements to her Earthseed religion. Acceptance of change is a basis for the novel, but is not the greatest theme out there. So, acceptance of change does not get my full support, unfortunately, but it is still ranked number 4th and is a great theme for anyone looking for a theme of Parable of the Sower. And then we're moving on to our third theme, need for resiliency. Now, this ties in hand with the first theme, but is slightly better, as resiliency is key in this post apocalyptic world we live in Parable of the Sower. As, as Lauren as Lauren says, or as the author, Octavia E. Butler, says at the beginning of chapter 23 on page 100 or 215, God is your first and your last teacher. God is your harshest teacher, subtle, demanding, learn or die. And this learn or die at the end of quote alludes to the need for resiliency. Resiliency is very important in this world. Pyromaniacs are running across the world, and Lauren has adapted and become resilient, and this is a very important theme. Many of her group is also very resilient and resourceful in this post-apocalyptic world where destruction and flames just everything is being destroyed. The need for resiliency becomes ever increasingly important as sorry, 1 second, I needed a little bit of water. As This need for resiliency is important as she sets up her Earthseed religion. And she's seen many people die in front of her. She never quits, though. She stands up for what is right, and she stands up for change in the world, for a new type of her beliefs, her theology to spread across the world. She is truly an inspiration, and many other characters are very resilient, such as her husband, who who also did who also supports her religion. He stays resilient by supporting her religion, even though he does not believe in the theology of it. He is also a very great character and displays this theme very well. The need for resiliency. So, so this theme is also slightly better than the first theme, which is the acceptance of change, because the need for resiliency is is goes goes comes before acceptance of change, because you need to be resilient to accept change. This is a different theme, and it's a great theme in that as well. Now, moving on to our second theme. This theme is the need for hope. The need for hope is extremely important in this book. Without the need for hope, they would have never started their journey across the valley, across California, to create the Earthseed religion. They always believed that they could change and they could create a safe society, a society where pyromaniacs could not take over. The need for hope is a very prevalent theme in this book and is very important. The need for hope is further displayed by all of the characters in the book, as her husband looks for her sister's family for land to stay on, and they just believe in the Earthseed religion and hope and put their trust in God and this new religion, and how they could change the world with it, how they could create peace, how they could set themselves up for freedom, and just many more with that. Another bonus theme with this is 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 um another bonus theme with this is also the importance of travel and new beginnings, as they cannot just stay in their sheltered neighborhood forever. They must move and go to the go to a new place to start Earthseed. So that is another mini theme within this theme, a little bit of themeception, if you will, as there are many great themes in this book. And then moving on to number one, destruction and its link with rebirth. This is the best theme in this book by far. Destruction is needed for change. This whole book is based on the fact of change, and the opening decree Lauren makes of their land called Acorn at near the end of the book, Butler 303. So today we remembered friends and the family members we've lost. We spoke our individual memories and quoted Bible passages, Earthseed verses, and bits of songs and poems that were favorites of the living or dead. Then we buried the dead and we planted oak trees. Afterward, we sat together and talked and ate a meal and decided to call this place Acorn. Once once they reached Acorn, they realized that all five of his family had died, but this destruction is necessary as they need to set up a safe haven for people. These people had to die to show these people that rebirth is necessary. New beginnings have to come, and new safety measures have to be implemented in this crazy world of pyromania and destruction. I believe this is the number one theme in this book for so many different reasons, as all the other themes link up with this theme, and this theme is beyond amazing and just such an insightful theme that just describes the world of Parable of the Sower to the fullest. Destruction and its link with the rebirth is perfect theme for this book. All the characters follow this theme, and destruction, this whole land is filled with destruction, decay, just pain and suffering from everyone involved, and its link with rebirth just shows just shows how great of a theme it is, really. There's nothing else to be said about it. It just perfect encapsulates everything the parable of the sower is about. So, thank you guys for listening to my latest YouTube video. As always, please hit a like, maybe turn on the notification bell with the subscribe button, and leave a comment. What is your favorite theme in the book Parable of the Sower? And give me a quote. I would love to read new quotes from this, my favorite book of all time. And subscribe to all of my new pages. And thank you.